Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a bit cold here today in Ireland, but anyway, we move. Look, I don't hate Arsenal because other Arsenal fans think I hate Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal. I did a video before. Was it when they beat West Ham? I was happy for Arsenal. So it's not like it's an agenda to come live and just say, okay, let me shit on Arsenal. No, it's not about that, guys. Guys, like the video, subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to is it 3K? Yeah, 3K now. Yeah, so we're going to 3K. So we're basically trying to get to 3K. So I need your support. We're getting there though. We are getting there. Okay, guys, let's start the video. So it was Porto versus Arsenal yesterday. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people like myself, you were watching the Liverpool game. But when the Liverpool game became a bit spicy, Luton started shit in the bed, we all switched to Porto versus Arsenal, obviously to just see what Arsenal promised us. What Arsenal fans promised us, they said they will beat Porto 4-0. That was by Brother Egao. Shout out to Egao, guys. Go subscribe to his channel. A lot of them AFTV, they were saying 3-0, a clean sheet, easy. We let's go finish it at Porto. When we are done finishing it at Porto, we will go to Arsenal and then we'll play kids. In that way, we can continue with the title charge. Now, before I start this video, because I've made this video a bit of a case study, because I don't want to just waffle. I want to talk in parts. First of all, Arsenal fans, Porto has a Champions League. This Porto team you are insulting has a legacy in the Champions League. They have a legacy in the Champions League. So you guys coming on social media, going to YouTube channels, disrespecting Porto was funny to say many people, including myself. I was like, what's going on? Ask teams that play Porto. Man City played Porto. We beat them at home, but away we drew. Porto are one of those teams that they have a system of how to play. They've played like that ever since Mourinho, where they will park the bus when they need to. They will frustrate other teams. They will lock up, and they will make sure that you get frustrated. You get cards. They'll go down easily. So you guys also who are saying, "Oh, it's okay when they come to the Emirates, it's gonna be grand." Be careful. because this Porto team know the dark arts. They do know the dark arts. Trust me. Ask Doug. Doug is in the comments. They know the dark arts. They do fouls. They will drop down, waste time. Trust me. So anyway, guys, let's keep going. Winning in Porto is not for everyone. It's not for everyone at all. Julian FTV disrespecting Porto came back to bite him on his ass. They deserve it. These men deserve it. Okay, so let's start off. Let's start off here. Sorry, excuse me. So this is the match between Porto versus Arsenal. They had 0 shots on target. I repeat, Arsenal had 0, nil, nothing, nada. They had 0 shots on target. Of course, as I told Arsenal fans, Porto let you have the ball. But guess what? They are very smart. They let you have the ball in areas that are useless. Again, Odegaard, captain, all you're doing is touching your hair. Nothing. What a fraud of a player. These people are saying he's better than De Bruyne. 0 shots on target. 2 shots for Porto. One of them was a goal, incredible goal by, is it Garano? Is it Garino? Oh, yeah, Garino, I think so. I don't know if it's Garino. We'll talk about him in a minute. Corners, just 1 for Porto. Arsenal, 10. And then Arsenal fans are complaining that the ref was very light. The ref was the issue in this game. But did the ref make you not score? Let me ask you, Arsenal fans. Is it the ref's fault that you had 0 shots on target? You had 10 corners, so he gave you corners. Look at that. He gave you corners. So you telling me that, oh, the ref was responsible for this. Arsenal fans, you need to learn to take responsibility for things, and you need to learn accountability, because you guys were the ones waffling. You were the ones making noise, Arsenal fans. You said, oh, we're going to beat Porto 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Porto is easy. We beat Burnley, we beat West Ham. This is the Champions League. This is not how the Champions League goes. People keep saying, oh, the Champions League is weak these days. It's not weak. I repeat, the Champions League is not weak. Teams are difficult. Teams like RB Leipzig, Porto, Copenhagen, these teams are very difficult. Why? Let me tell you this also. I'll talk about it in a few minutes. Why do you think City, who were Centurions, City, who were breaking records, Man City, who are playing so well, used to go to the Champions League and fail against teams like Porto? Obviously not Porto themselves, but teams like in the same level of Porto. Why do you think City were failing? You're going to learn. You're going to learn. You're going to learn, Arsenal fans. This is not easy. These predictions you were making were stupid and ridiculous. They have a Champions League. If you go to Porto's cabinet, there's a Champions League sitting there. If we go to Arsenal's cabinet, is there a Champions League? No, 0. 0 shots on target. Porto masterclass. Let's talk about this guy, man. This guy pocketed Kai Havertz, pocketed Saka, pocketed Martinelli, and this guy is 41 years old. This guy is turning 41 years old in a week's time. This guy was chill. He had such a great game, and I forgot the defender was sitting next to him. There was another defender. I'm going to check here because I cannot. I have to do him justice. I have to do that defender justice, because that defender who was sitting next to Pepe, that defender was incredible. I don't know what his name is. They don't have him. Is it Otavio? Is that him? No. I don't know. But one of the defenders. Let me see. One of the defenders sitting next to him was incredible. One of the defenders, I forgot his name. They're not even showing. Where is it? Not sure. I can't even see his name. Also, the guy who is it? Varela? Is it Varela or something? Varela. That guy was also good. Varela was also very good in this game. And this guy's, you know what? And I didn't know that the winger who was causing trouble at the other side, he was causing so trouble in one of the wingers. I didn't know that the manager, that's his father. That's his son. That is actually his son. That's the son of the coach, the one who was the good winger, the guy who was playing good. Look, sometimes I say don't favor your own relatives, but the kid was cooking. But anyway, Pepe, 40. What did Starboy Saka do? Do you remember, Arsenal fans, when Leo Ferdinand told you that Saka has to perform at a high level? This is the high level. This is the high level that Rio Ferdinand was talking about. You guys just get touched, just get emotional over nothing. This is high level. Odegaard is better than De Bruyne. That's what you told us. That's what FTV told us. That Odegaard is better than De Bruyne because Odegaard knows how to move like blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. This is the high level. Where were your boys? Where were your boys? Where was Trossard? Or Trashsard, as I called him? Where was Trossard? Where was 65 million Kai Havertz? Huh? Where was your keeper? I thought you saw you benched Ramsdale for doing the similar thing in Europa against Sporting. These Portuguese teams, you keep predicting that you're gonna beat these Portuguese teams, but they keep touching you. They keep slapping you. Be careful. You have to be careful. The match was incredible. As I said, let's talk about the match. Tactical wise, the Portuguese manager got it. The Porto manager got it right. All he did is give Arsenal the ball in areas that are not threatening, but also just let them play. Just lock it up. Press them in certain areas. Attack them in certain way. The way they were attacking you. And I saw a bit of a weakness. When Arsenal were getting attacked in the wings, they didn't look that great. It's normal to see it because Martinelli and Saka pushed up front. And people keep saying, oh, these guys can track back. Martinelli doesn't track back. This was incredible. This was amazing. And the only reason why Arsenal didn't lose this game that much was because of Declan Rice. Because Rice had few blocks that were incredible. But to be honest with you, it's not even like Arsenal did not play great. They just showed you this is what it is. Even the manager said, oh, Arsenal came to play, we came to win. In the Champions League, you have to come to win. Ask Man City fans, ask us. We struggled for seasons. You asked us yourselves, oh, you guys are spending all this money. You are spending all this money. Why are you not winning the Champions League? Why is Pep Guardiola spending millions and millions and not winning the Champions League? Because in the Champions League, it's not only about playing football. You have to use your head. You have to be smart. These teams are dangerous. These are dangerous teams. You get out of the round of 16. Trust me, you can. Don't predict. Don't tell us, oh, we beat Burnley, we beat West Ham. Those teams can work for you. These guys did not get to the last 16 just because they were favored or by mistake. This guy has Champions League experiences. Pepe has got more UCLs than the entire Arsenal team. And you guys disrespect and say you're going to dunk on them and give 5. Now, let's also bring this back, dial it back. For months and months, Arsenal fans have been telling us that that team is tailor-made for the UCL. Who told you? Arsenal fans, who told you that your team is tailor-made for the UCL? Who told you? You said you want any team, Madrid, anybody. Madrid has got 14 UCLs. You've got 0. Madrid are a dangerous team in the Champions League. Arsenal fans, learn accountability and respect. Respect your opponents. That's when things... I hope you've learned a lesson. Learned a lesson. Your team is not the best team in Europe. They're not. What have they won? Nothing. These teams, like Porto, don't see Arsenal as anything. They see no heritage. There's 0 heritage. You guys have no heritage in Europe. But yet, you are yapping, meow. Arsenal fan TV people, I don't rate them. They're the worst people to analyze the game. They have 0 ball knowledge. Oh, we're going to beat Porto. Oh, Porto is so easy to beat. You're going to beat who? I'm telling you guys, it's sometimes you have to be sensible. People who say Arsenal is better than Liverpool are just clowns. They are clowns. I said it. Man. Good morning, Patrick. Let's laugh at Arsenal. We're going to laugh at Arsenal. Sport on analysis. Big up, Patrick. Big up to you, Miguel. Big up to you. Pablo is laughing. But that's what it is, Arsenal fans. I'm just trying to help you. As I say, go back and watch Man City in the UCL. We were better than this team of yours. We struggled. Lyon beat us. Monaco knocked us out. Leipzig beat us, but Leipzig almost embarrassed us. We had to come back with a 6-3. These teams are not useless. Who told you that you're guaranteed a win at the Emirates? Who told you? Who told you that? Huh? Who told you? Did the UCL call you and tell you? Now, is it Jarino? Yeah, what a beautiful goal. What a beautiful goal. And what a time for you to come clutch. What a beautiful goal. That was a beautiful goal. He sized up the keeper, looked at the positioning of the keeper, kicked it, finessed it. If you play FIFA, this is what we call finesse plus. This is what we call finesse plus. This guy, that's what you do in the Champions League. Those are Champions League nights. Champions League matches are never over until the last minute. I remember when we were playing Madrid, when Man City played Madrid, I thought it was over when Riyad Mahrez scored. Madrid dunked on us from the 80th minute. The game was over. 80th minute, Madrid dunked on Man City and knocked us out of the Champions League. Arsenal fans, it's not Premier League where when you're dunking on teams like West Ham, Burnley, and they give up and give you Nyash. No, here every team will collect. Yesterday, your soul was collected. Huh? No, guys, we can't be doing this. We have to learn to respect the opponent. You have to learn. Hey, yeah, man, I've sent it, Pablo. I've sent it, Pablo. Let's read here. 0 shots on target, and these Muppets wanted Madrid. Yep, I said it. I don't know where they got the chest from. They have 0 UCLs. I repeat, Arsenal have 0 UCLs. So why are you insulting a team like Porto? Why are you insulting them? Why are you insulting them? I think Trossard was played as the striker, did not perform very well. Kai Havertz, yellow. Declan Rice, yellow. Is that defender of theirs? I don't know how to say his name. Yellow. This is what I'm telling you, Arsenal fans. Porto got less yellow cards than you. You got more fouls. They gave you more fouls, I think, than you. I mean, you have to be careful with this team also. When this team is coming to the Emirates, they're going to make sure you either get a red card or you give them fouls in very dangerous positions. So anyway, that hit was on point. What a strike! It was a strike. It was a beautiful strike. It has to be one of the goals of the week because I haven't seen a better goal this week. Man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. There has been people, right? Or there have been people for the past week. I'll start with my boy Doku. They have been insulting Jeremy Doku at City. Oh, Doku is not good enough. I have seen better performances of Doku in the Champions League. Pablo, am I lying? Doku has scored in the Champions League already in an important game. Has scored already. Doku has been cooking 4 backs in the Champions League. Phil Foden has scored in the Champions League already. Phil Foden scored in the semi against Dortmund when we needed a goal. It was a crucial goal. It was a 1-1 game. He scored. Phil Foden cooked PSG in the Champions League in an important game. Why am I saying this? You guys at Arsenal, star boy. When Ferdinand told you that this guy has to perform at the high level, this is the high level you have to perform at. When Rio Ferdinand told you guys that Saka is not world class, he's yet to become world class, he's yet to become something big, but he has to perform at a high level. This is the high level that Ferdinand was talking about. You guys were insulting somebody who's played in the Champions League, who's got UCLs to his name. You think you know better than a guy who's been in the Champions League, played with quality players, and has got UCLs to his name. Saka has 0 UCLs, 0 Premier Leagues. This boy has 0 UCLs, 0 Premier Leagues. 0, nothing. This guy has nothing. But yet, all we hear is, meow, star boy, he's better than this. Oh, I would rather choose Saka over Vinicius. Arsenal fans, as I said, heritage. Porto have heritage. Porto have Champions League. You have none. So, Pablo, how did you see yesterday's game and these Arsenal fans talking too much?
Yeah, big up Patrick, man. Big up the panel. Everyone subscribe, like, comment, share. I didn't watch the game, but obviously seeing that result, I wasn't surprised, Patrick, if I'll be honest, because Arsenal, they can't do it at the big stage. And they've proven that year in, year out. You know, in the Champions League, I'm sorry, Porto are a good side, and no disrespect, but you should be beating Porto. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
if you want to be champions, you want to be, you want to be the best, you have to beat these teams. And if you're not beating these teams, like these kind of teams, right, you have to win. I'm not going to disregard Porto and say, because somebody in the comments might say, he's saying this team, but Porto are actually a good side. Don't get me wrong, Porto are a good side, but it's like these kind of games, you need the 3 points. Otherwise, it does. It's not a good look, and zero shots on target as well. Yeah, you see, it's not good enough in my opinion. I
Yeah,
think
this is what I told them, Pablo. Like the insults towards Porto were just disrespectful. That's disrespect. You saw the tweets, didn't you? You saw the tweets from big
Yeah, I
accounts.
saw the tweets. Yeah. The Arsenal fans, they were saying, "Oh, we're gonna win. Book it, mark it, and all this stuff." All the Arsenal fans were confident. I even asked as well on one of the spaces. It was Tobes' space. I was like, "I think Arsenal are gonna draw or they're gonna lose. I don't
Mm.
think they're gonna win." I predicted this, and then Rich came along and said, "Oh, why do you think we're gonna lose, Pablo? Why do you think we're gonna draw?" Arsenal fans were too ahead of their boots. They need to understand this is Champions League, the best competition in the world. This is not a little competition. You know what I mean?
It's not, and that's the thing. And as I told Arsenal fans, it's not like I'm here to banter you. Like, yeah, okay, obviously there's a bit of banter, but I'm also trying to educate you, Pablo. I said it at the beginning of the video, and I said it throughout the video that we City fans had the similar mentality. Am I lying, Pablo? We used to go to games against Leon. What were we saying? Leon, easy food. You know what I mean? That's what we were saying in our head because we thought, oh, just because we're doing this in the Premier League, we can't go against Leon, who's eighth in that league, isn't it? Thinking, oh, we'll go through them. What happened to us, Pablo? Weren't we embarrassed by Monaco, Leon? You know what I mean? We were embarrassed by teams
Yeah, it
that
was
we're not
embarrassing.
supposed to be embarrassed. Yeah, it is, but we learned, didn't we? We learned. There's no City fan. Even if City were playing Porto, you were not gonna hear a City fan say, "Oh, for near or 20 of the we'll dunk on this." The tie is gonna end at Porto. Pablo, you hear that from a City fan after what we've learned in the Champions League?
No, we've never.
Yeah, we learned our lesson,
We
Pablo. Do
learn
you
our
remember we
lesson.
used to
We
ask
want we
we
exactly
used to ask each other, isn't it? Why are we failing to win a Champions League? We are better than these teams. That's what we used to
100%.
say.
Yeah, we've learned our lesson, like you said. When we lost to Monaco, we lost to Lyon. It was really embarrassing. We couldn't. I was thinking, like before the tie, we were like, yeah, you know what, we're confident we can win.
Yeah,
But then we got obviously it happens, and we learned our lesson, and we've won the Champions League now, and
yeah,
hopefully we go back to back with it.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm simply educating Arsenal fans to learn lesson, and that's why Ferdinand said Saka is not world class yet. Yeah. Big up to you, Michael Talks Football Guys. Go subscribe to Michael Talks Football Guys, one of the best YouTubers out there and very underrated. He talks about every team, every league, and he even covers African Cup of Nation, covers the Asian Cup, everything. Big up to my brother Michael. Foden has scored and assisted in 3 consecutive semi-finals. Last time Arsenal reached a semi was 2005-6 season. Wow, what a start!
Long time,
Yeah,
very
say
long
big up Pablo. Same big up Pablo by Miguel, man.
time. Big up.
Yeah. Igal said 4-0. Yeah, Igal said 4-0, and people cooked him the whole of last night. It's quite funny. I don't know if you're in that group, Pablo. So Igal started a group on Twitter, and people cooked him in his own group. He got cooked. And these Arsenal fans trolled us for scoring 3 against Copenhagen. Yeah, they did. They're like, how can you struggle against Copenhagen? And do you know what they were saying? They were saying, apart from City, there's no other team that can cause them trouble. But you know what? Arteta has to learn from this. And it's quite funny that Arteta is coming from City and he was there when City were struggling against such teams. And he was still naive. He thought, oh, I'll go to Porto and just play my type of football. Another thing, Pablo, before I close up the whole thing, another thing you see, we learned also, remember people were laughing at us when we were going to teams last year and drawing with the teams at their home and then dunking on them at home. Remember? But that was a strategy by Pep. That's what you call learning by a manager. You go to Porto, just go for a 1-0 or try play a very safe game. Remember, that's what Pep did when he won the Champions League. He was going away to teams and playing safe game. Remember, we drew against Leipzig. People laughed at us that Leipzig are going to put us out. And then we went and beat Leipzig 6 or 7-0 at home. That's what you do. You go away, just make sure you don't concede. That was smart by Pep.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's tactical. You have to be ahead of the game in the Champions League because it's a big competition. Like, if you are, especially after losing to Monaco and losing to Lyon and having that past history, like you said as well, we learned our lesson and we
Yeah.
had to step up and we had to do it. And now it's like Arsenal. It's like they're not learning their lesson. Even last year against Sporting Lisbon, they lost. A lot of people were
They were
thinking that they were going
also
to win.
stubborn in that game. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. They were all saying, "Yeah, we're going to win." All this stuff. All the Arsenal fans were confident, but now look, it's gone the other side now. I didn't
It
see the
is.
goal though. Was the goal good? I need to watch
The,
that.
the goal is good, man. Here's just a picture of it being taken by Odegaard. But the draw was good, and I think it's time to start talking about Odegaard. He doesn't turn up in important games. You've noticed that.
Yeah,
Like
I've
I
noticed.
admired him but have you noticed he doesn't even for Norway? This guy rarely turns up when he's needed, and this is the Arsenal captain. But all he does is like taking pictures.
Yeah, I mean, that's their captain, right? What can we do?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and thank you very much, Pablo. And
No worries. Big up.
hopefully, I pray, and I know this is bad, but I just pray that maybe they get knocked out so they can learn a lesson. I think if they get knocked out, they might learn a lesson and know that this is the Champions League and this is not the Carabao Cup. Oh shit, they're not even in the Carabao Cup. Oh my God, this man. So they're not
That's
even in the
crazy.
Carabao Cup, and they were talking shit. They're not in the Carabao Cup, Pablo. They're not in the Carabao Cup. They're not in the FA Cup. I think they're out of all these.
Well,
So
they're out of all the cups
yeah, they are.
after the
He's
Champions
out
League.
of all the cups. Do you think? Okay, let me just ask you before you go. If Arteta is knocked out of the Champions League, will you start questioning him?
100%. 100%. Especially after last season, with after bottling the league and losing to Sporting Lisbon, and if he gets out of the Champions League now, 100% I'll be questioning him. 100%.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, Arsenal fans, if you're watching this, make sure you respect your opponents. And if you want to make it through the second round, smash that like button, Arsenal fans. Let me just read this. And these Arsenal fans told us what's going on with 3 goals against Copenhagen. I think I read that. We're on the same page, Pat. Porto play haram ball. They won't let Arsenal play neatly. 0-0 draw and it's done. Yep. That's what me and Pablo told them. This Porto team will drop to the floor. They know the dark arts. Trust me, they know the dark arts, and they're very dangerous on corners. So they might actually do something. So anyway, that is it, man. That's the reaction. The next video is gonna be Bournemouth versus Man City. Hopefully, I have the full panel coming back for that. I'm looking forward to that game. I think Pablo, the Bournemouth game will be great. Just to touch on it, because I think Bournemouth are not packing the bus these days. They actually play expansive football with their new manager.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to be an interesting game. Last time the guy on your AV dunked on them. Hopefully he plays and dunks on them again. And then we
Yes.
go. Are we gonna play before Liverpool this time? No, they've already played yesterday. Oh, I'm so pissed off. What did you think of that anyway? Just low key. What did you think of that Liverpool game? It's weird how Luton Town just gave up, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was expected, Patrick. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it was at Anfield. It was at Anfield.
It was at Anfield as well. Anfield
Yeah,
is
it was at
they were
Anfield.
gonna
Yeah.
win. And
Yeah.
also, Oscar Bob signed a new contract as well. Well,
No way.
He's going to sign a new contract, long-term deal. So
Yeah,
that I thought,
there's the Pablo I know, man. I always like the fact when you always come on the channel, you always break news. This is the Pablo we know, man. Big up Pablo, man. Hopefully Pablo is there for more streams,
definitely
Anyway,
big up.
Pablo, man, appreciate it, my brother. Appreciate it, my brother. So, guys, as I said, we're getting to 3K this year. So subscribe if you're new. If you're watching on Twitter, come to the channel and subscribe, because a lot of people keep watching on Twitter. Pablo, every time I go on Twitter, there's about 5K views. You're like, where are these 5K people? Come this side to YouTube. So free watching. This is like going to the cinema, just going to the cinema, and your film is finished. Instead of going home, Pablo, you start sneaking into other films for free. That's basically what you're doing by doing this. Thanks for the stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for showing up, guys. Rohan, thank you very much. We need to maintain score difference. We do. I think we're on 32, and the other guys are higher than us. We should score at least 4 or 5. I think we should. I think there's a team that's due to be beaten. I'm telling you, all those chances we're missing. There's a team that's overdue a beating. I don't know. It might be Bournemouth or whoever. You never know. Let me not be disrespectful like Arsenal fans. But guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it. For those guys who didn't watch the stream, like the vid, and subscribe, like the video, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.